Hi students, good afternoon to all. I welcome you all in this fluid mechanics lecture. So in the last lecture, we have solved the problem based upon this Bernoulli's equation. We have done the equation and we have solved problems in the last lecture. So in today's lecture, we are going to see the next point from this unit, that is practical applications of Bernoulli's theorem. Okay, so this scientist who Bernoulli, he has given very important theorem and equation, Bernoulli's theorem and Bernoulli's equation. And based upon this particular equation, there are various applications we can see there, which has been used for construction of the various discharge measuring equipments and velocity measuring equipments. Okay, this Bernoulli's equation is applied in all the problems of the incompressible fluid where energy considerations are involved. Okay, means in case of fluid dynamics, we can say it is applicable. But here we are going to restrict ourselves to these three devices which are useful to us. That is, first one is the venturimeter, orifice meter, and then pitot tube. Okay. Also, orifice is also based upon this has the working that also we are going to see. But mainly these three devices, first we will see venturimeter, orifice meter, and pitot tube. What is venturimeter? So let us see. So we have performed one practical based upon this venturimeter regarding what was the title of that practical verification of calibration of the venturimeter. There we found what is the coefficient of discharge CD we have calculated for this venturimeter by using formula CD is equal to Q theoretical upon Q actual, Q actual upon Q theoretical, and we obtained the coefficient of discharge value for the CD, right? So this venturimeter actually it is the device which is used for measurement of the rate of flow flowing through the pipe. Okay, पाईप मधून वाहणारा जो पाणी असेल किंवा कुठलेही लिक्विड असेल त्याचा जर आपल्याला डिस्चार्ज कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा असेल तर त्या केसमध्ये आपण हे डिव्हाइस वापरू शकतो व्हेंचरमीटर. इट कन्सिस्ट ऑफ थ्री पार्ट्स. हियर यू कॅन सी इन द डायग्राम. It consists of three parts. One part is called as the converging part. Second one is the throat. Here, from this inlet section to this throat section, this part is called as the convergent part or converging cone. Then this portion is called as the throat section, and from throat section to the outlet of this up to this portion is called as the diverging part or divergent cone. Okay, so it consists of three parts. Now the geometry of this three part is like that. The included angle made by this converging part means here this included angle varies from 21 degree to 5 degree, 21 degree plus or minus 1 degree, means this angle made by this converging cone. If I extend this line, then it will form a cone like this. Then angle made by this cone, it is 21 degree plus or minus 1 degree. This is the angle. And the angle made by this divergent cone, this included angle, if I extend this line this, then this angle included angle made by this divergent cone, it varies from 5 degree to the 15 degree, in this range, 5 degree to 15 degree range. It will varies. Preferably its value is taken as 6 degree. Okay, so in multiple choice question, in MCQ type questions, this question will be asked in examination about the angle, included angle of the converging cone and the included angle of the diverging cone. Why it is called converging? Because area या ठिकाणी कमी होत गेलेला आहे, कॉन्व्हर्ज झालेला आहे. And why it is called diverging? या ठिकाणी एरिया वाढत गेलेला आहे किंवा डायव्हर्ट होत गेलेला आहे. So that's why it is called as the converging and diverging. Why again the question come in mind that why this angle is smaller and this angle is kept larger. Okay, if you look at this angle, it is 21 degree plus or minus 1 degree, or we can say, let us say 20 degree, and here the angle is 6 degree. Why this difference is there between these two values? And this throat, the diameter of the throat, again its value, it varies from 1/3 to the 1/4 or 1/3 or 1/4 of the pipe diameter. ही पाईपची जी मेन डायमीटर आहे त्या पाईपच्या डायमीटरच्या 1/3 म्हणजे 33% किंवा 2/3 या रेंजमध्ये त्या ठिकाणी व्हॅरी होते. 2/3 मीन्स 1/4 or 1/4 मीन्स 25%. Okay, in this range, or commonly one half means 50%, 50% पर्यंत त्या ठिकाणी कन्सिडर केली जाते. जर याची डायमीटर असेल 2 मीटर, then venturimeter, this throat of the venturimeter, it will be up to 1 meter. Okay, so this value, this range also we should keep in mind. 1/3 to 1/4, and commonly 1/3, 1/2 is the diameter, pipe diameter that throat ची ठेवली जाते. So the again question may come in mind, why the diameter is kept like that in our mind. So its work basically, this Bernoulli's theorem, it works on the Bernoulli's theorem. Okay, this venturimeter, it works on the Bernoulli's theorem. Bernoulli's theorem is what? That total head at any section it remain constant. Okay, so that is the concept. Why this diameter is reduced here? Diameter reduce का करायची up to this throat section? The reason behind that is to get the pressure difference. प्रेशर डिफरन्स आपल्याला पाहिजे. तो प्रेशर डिफरन्स करण्यासाठी या ठिकाणी आपण काय केली, एरिया या ठिकाणी कमी कमी करत गेलो. We know that if we keep the pipe is, if the pipe is uniform diameter, then there will not be any change in the velocity from section 1 to section 2. Okay, हा section 1 आणि section 2 असेल तर यातली व्हेलॉसिटी मध्ये बदल नाही होणार. व्हॉट इज द रिझन? का बदल नाही होणार? कारण क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया सेम आहे. And continuity equation a1 v1, we know that a1 v1 is equal to a2 v2. जर क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया सेम असेल तर या ठिकाणी व्हेलॉसिटी पण सेमच राहील. ओके, जर आपण या ठिकाणी एरिया रिड्यूस केला, आता या ठिकाणी सेक्शन 1 1 आहे आणि या सेकंड सेक्शन 2 2 आहे, जर मी एरिया रिड्यूस करत गेलो, कमी करत गेलो, तर या ठिकाणी व्हेलॉसिटी डेफिनेटली काय होणार आहे? व्हेलॉसिटी या ठिकाणी वाढत जाईल. आणि जर या ठिकाणी व्हेलॉसिटी वाढली म्हणजे व्हेलॉसिटी हेड पण या ठिकाणी काय होईल? वाढेल. जर या ठिकाणी व्हेलॉसिटी हेड वाढला तर टोटल हेड तर त्या ठिकाणी सेमच राहणार आहे. अकॉर्डिंग टू बर्नौलीज थिअरम, टोटल हेड या ठिकाणचा T1 आणि ह्या ठिकाणचा टोटल हेड T2 हा सेम राहणार आहे. पण या ठिकाणी काय लागले? व्हेलॉसिटी हेड वाढत चाललाय. मग त्याच पटीने त्या ठिकाणी प्रेशर हेड हा कमी होईल. बरोबर आहे? P2/ρg याची व्हॅल्यू काय होईल? या ठिकाणी कमी होईल. म्हणजेच प्रेशर इंटेन्सिटी या ठिकाणी कमी होईल. आणि ज्यावेळेस प्रेशर इंटेन्सिटी कमी होईल या ठिकाणी, तरच आपण या ठिकाणी प्रेशर मेजर करू शकतो. या ठिकाणचा प्रेशर हेड हा आहे आणि या ठिकाणी प्रेशर हेड आहे, तर आपल्याला हा डिफरन्स जो आहे तो डिफरन्स आपल्याला या ठिकाणी मेजर करता येऊ शकतो. या ठिकाणी पिझोमीटर लावली आणि या ठिकाणी पिझोमीटर लावली, तर ह्या दोन्हीचा जो डिफरन्स आहे, दॅट डिफरन्स H is the pressure difference between these two, pressure head difference that can be obtained. हे कधी शक्य आहे? ज्यावेळेस आपण हा डायमीटर कमी करतो त्यावेळेस. आणि डायमीटर जर आपण कम्पॅरेबली खूप छोटाच कमी केला तर काय होईल? त्या ठिकाणी डिफरन्स आपल्याला जास्त नाही भेटणार आणि ॲक्युरेसी या ठिकाणी प्रॉब्लेम क्रिएट होईल. ॲक्युरेसी, यू विल नॉट गेट द ॲक्युरेट कॅल्क्युलेशन्स अँड रिझल्ट्स. सो वी नीड टू गो फॉर रिड्युसिंग दिस एरिया. हा एरिया आपल्याला काय करायला पाहिजे? कमी कमी करत गेला पाहिजे. अँड देर इज अ लिमिट. ओके, कितीपर्यंत हा कमी करत गेला पाहिजे? जर आपण हा खूपच कमी करत गेलो, देन व्हॉट इज गोइंग टू हॅपन? प्रेशर विल बी ड्रॉप्ड हिअर, अँड दॅट प्रेशर इट मे फॉल बिलो द वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ द दॅट फ्लुइड. हे जे या ठिकाणी लिक्विड फ्लो होते, त्या लिक्विडच्या जर वेपर प्रेशर पेक्षा जर कमी प्रेशर या ठिकाणी क्रिएट झाला, देन व्हॉट इज गोइंग टू हॅपन? द बबल्स विच आर हिअर, dissolved gases present in that liquid, as well as this liquid is going to get evaporated and the bubbles are going to form here. And जर या ठिकाणी बबल्स फॉर्म झाली त्यालाच आपण दुसऱ्या टर्म मध्ये काय म्हणतो? दिस कन्सेप्ट इज कॉल्ड एज कॅव्हिटेशन. जर या ठिकाणी कॅव्हिटेशन झालं तर डेफिनेटली द रिझल्ट्स विच आर वी आर गोइंग टू गेट, दॅट रिझल्ट्स आर गोइंग टू अफेक्ट. म्हणजे ॲक्युरेट रिझल्ट्स आपल्याला या ठिकाणी भेटणार नाही. ओके, सो दॅट्स वाय देर इज अ लिमिट फॉर द रिडक्शन ऑफ द साइज ऑल्सो, and beyond that we should not reduce this size, and that's why it is kept 1/2 or the between this range. Okay, then another question comes in our mind, that why this throat section, it has the, if you say about the length of this, its length is smaller and its length is larger. Okay, कॉन्व्हर्जन कोणची लेंथ कमी आहे, डायव्हर्जन कोणची लेंथ जास्त आहे, आणि कॉन्व्हर्जन कोणचा इन्क्लुडेड अँगल जास्त आहे, पण याचा कॉन्व्हर्जिंग कोणचा कॉन्व्हर्जिंगचा अँगल जास्त आहे आणि ह्याचा कमी आहे, डायव्हर्जिंग कोणचा अँगल कमी आहे. सो अगेन द क्वेश्चन कम्स दॅट व्हाय दिस हॅज मेड. See, if why we are reducing this size of this cross section area of this pipe, we are reducing this cross section area of the pipe to get the pressure difference. And when we reduce this pressure, this cross section area, what is going to happen? The acceleration of the velocity or this fluid, it is going to increase. Okay, and if the acceleration increases within short length of the span, there is no problem. It is not going to create any kind of problem. But if I provide the small diameter of this here, small length, short length for this diverging cone here, then what is going to happen? या ठिकाणी जे कॉन्व्हर्जिंग झाले तसंच या ठिकाणी डायव्हर्जिंग होईल आणि ऍक्सेलरेशन जे या ठिकाणी ज्या पद्धतीने वाढलं होतं त्याच पद्धतीने ऍक्सेलरेशन या ठिकाणी कमी व्हायला लागेल. दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द रिटार्डेशन. ओके, निगेटिव्ह ऍक्सेलरेशन किंवा त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो रिटार्डेशन. रिटार्डेशन ज्यावेळेस व्हायला लागेल and if it is taking suddenly, then what is going to happen? The liquid which is present over here surrounding this surface, it is going to lose the contact with the surface. त्या surface बरोबर त्याचा कॉन्टॅक्ट होतील कारण acceleration या ठिकाणी कमी होत चाललेलं आहे. And due to which the eddy is going to form at the surface of the material, this pipe material, and loss of head is going to increase here. Head loss काय होईल या ठिकाणी वाढेल. To avoid that, scientists have made this angle smaller so that liquid should not separate from the surface of the material here. Okay, and that's why the angle has been kept here in the range of 5 degree to 15 degree, or most probably it is taken as 6 degree. Okay, and या ठिकाणचा angle किती आहे? 21 degree plus or minus 1 degree. So this was the explanation regarding the theory part of this venturimeter. Now here we are going to derive the equation for the theoretical discharge and actual discharge flowing through the venturimeter. एखाद्या पाईप मधून जर लिक्विड फ्लोत असेल आणि जर त्या ठिकाणी आपण व्हेंचुरीमीटर वापरला तर त्या व्हेंचुरीमीटरच्या सहाय्याने ऍक्च्युअल डिस्चार्ज आणि थेरॉटिकल डिस्चार्ज कसा मेजर करायचा त्याचं आपण या ठिकाणी डेरिव्हेशन करणार आहोत. सो द टायटल इज एक्सप्रेशन फॉर rate of flow through the venturimeter. So before going here in details of the, before seeing the details of this derivation, so write down the title in your notebook, practical applications of Bernoulli's theorem, and write down these titles: venturimeter, orifice meter, pitot tube. Open your notebook and write down this practical applications of Bernoulli's theorem. And then write down these applications: venturimeter, orifice meter, pitot tube. Is it over? Then write down the title venturimeter and draw a rough sketch of this venturimeter in your notebook. Do it fast. Write down these components also in your notebook, these values. Pooja Ingli and Sunaina Thakre. Why have not joined the session on the time? What was the problem? Yes. Pooja Ingli and Sunaina Thakre. Why have you done the late? Is it over? Suraj Bangali. Roll number 57, 75. Why have you joined late, Suraj? What is the problem?
सर व्हॉट्सअप ओपन केल्यानंतर प्रॅक्टिकल लिहितो बसलेलो.
टाइम झाल्यानंतर बघायचं ना मेसेज लिंक पडले की नाही.
सॉरी सर.
Okay, I think you have drawn the diagram. I have explained you about the components of this venturimeter, then why these angles are kept like this, why this diameter is kept like this. So that's point we have discussed right now. So let us now here again one more candidate joining here. Khandera Kirkul, where you were? Kirkul. Kadlaskar Ganesh. Why have done the late? Khandera Kirkul. Govind Dhotre. Then Yesh Sakre. Why you have not joined the lecture on the time? Lecture has started at 3 p.m. and you are joining the session right now. Kirkal, Kadlaskar, Dhotre, and Jay Omkar. Due to network issue. Yes, Sakri, what was the problem? Okay, let us now have the derivation. We will derive the equation for this venturimeter for finding the discharge. The venturimeter basically we use for finding the discharge flowing through the pipe, closed conduit or pipe. Okay, and how to find out the discharge? Let us derive the equation for it. So if you look at this diagram here, you can see there is an inlet. Okay, inlet section is there where the diameter is D1. That is the diameter of the pipe. Then comes the converging cone, convergent part is there, and then there is a throat, right? And throat has the diameter d2, and then there is a divergent cone is there, divergent part is there, and diameter d2, it is d1, it is visible there. And to measure the pressure between these two different sections, this and this, here we use the differential manometer. Either you can measure the pressure difference with the help of differential tube manometer, or we can go for two separate pressure gauges, one pressure gauge here and another pressure gauge we can apply it here, and measure the pressure, and you can find the difference between these two. Okay, or we can go for this piezometric tube like this. Directly you will get this pressure head at this section and pressure head at this, and then difference is nothing but it is the small h. Okay, so that we can get it there. Then here let this d1, p1, v1 and a1, these are the diameters, pressure, velocity and area at this particular section, and then d2, p2, v2 and a2, these are the corresponding values at section 2. Okay, corresponding value means d2 is the diameter, p2 is the pressure, v2 is the velocity and a2 is the area at this section 2. And then now we will apply the Bernoulli's equation between this section 1 and 2. या दोन सेक्शन मध्ये आपण Bernoulli's theorem equation, Bernoulli's equation या ठिकाणी अप्लाय करणार आहोत. Then what will come here? If we apply the Bernoulli's equation between this section and this section, what equation I can write here? P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus Z1 is equal to P2 upon rho g plus this equation you will get here, right? After applying the Bernoulli's equation between section 1 and 2. Now, as we have considered this venturimeter as a horizontal, tell me what will be the value of Z as a center line पासून आपण हे measure करतो आपण Z1 and its center line Z2. Whether this will be same or different, as pipe is horizontal. So that will be same and it will get cancelled with each other, and you will get the equation as P1 upon rho z plus V1 square upon 2z is equal to P2 upon rho z plus V2 square upon 2z. Yes, equation त्या ठिकाणी भेटते. Then I will rearrange these terms. I will take this pressure head on the left hand side and this velocity head on the right hand side. Then I can write this equation as P1 minus P2 upon rho z is equal to V2 square minus V1 square. आता हे दोन्हीचा बेस सेम आहे त्यामुळे मी या ठिकाणी डायरेक्टली कॉमन बेस लिहून टाकतो. ठीक आहे, I can write like this. Now if you look at this, if I write it separately also, P1 upon rho g is nothing but pressure head at section 1 and P2 upon rho g is nothing but it is the pressure head at section 2. So instead of writing this two, I can write here H. हा जो H आपल्याला दिसतोय, I can write instead of that write there H. So I can write here H is equal to V2 square minus V1 square upon 2z. Okay, that is pressure head difference between these 2 points, 2 section is represented by letter small h is equal to V2 square minus V1 square upon 2z. Now I know that according to continuity equation, A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. So instead of here V1, I will write this V1 in terms of V2. If I take this A1 on the RHS, then I can write here A2 upon A1 into V2. म्हणजे V1 च्या ऐवजी मला आता या ठिकाणी काय लिहिता येईल? I can put this in this above equation. या इक्वेशन मध्ये मला लिहिता येईल. So I can write here H is equal to V2 square minus A2 upon A1 V2 bracket square. ओके, या ठिकाणी जर पाहिला आपण तर हा काय V1 स्क्वेअर आहे या इक्वेशन मध्ये. नाही, V1 स्क्वेअर च्या ऐवजी मी काय केलं आता, हे V1 इज इक्वल टू A2 अपॉन A1 इंटू V2 हे टाकलं डिवायडेड बाय 2z ॲज इट इज. ओके, then equal to this V2 square minus, now I will square inside, then I will get here A2 square divided by A1 square into V2 square divided by 2z. Okay, this I can write. Now if you look at this, हे आपण 2g जो आहे तो आपण असं पण लिहू शकतो. ऑलरेडी इट वॉज लाईक दॅट, सेपरेट आपण नंतर केलेलं आहे, एकत्र केलेलं आहे. सो आय कॅन राईट लाईक दिस ऑल्सो, v2 square upon 2g minus like this. Okay, now if you see there, this part and this part is same, so I can take it common from this equation. v2 square upon 2z, I will take it common, so here I can write here 1 minus bracket मध्ये काय राहील मग a2 square divided by a1 square, it will remain there inside the bracket. Then again, if I simplify the bracket here, then I can write here a1 square minus a2 square divided by a1 square, right? So I can write h is equal to like this. Now where is the space? I will create some space here for writing purpose. Okay. Now if I rearrange these terms again, if I take this 2g on this side, then a1 on this side, this also on this side, then I can write here v2 square is equal to 2gh. हा 2g इकडे गेल्यानंतर मल्टिप्लाय होईल, 2gh होईल. त्याच्यानंतर हा a1 स्क्वेअर हा पण वरती जाईल, a1 स्क्वेअर, आणि डिनॉमिनेटर मध्ये काय येईल, a1 square minus a2 square I will get, right? Then if I take the square root on both sides, then I will get here v2, then here I will get here a1 under root of a1 square आहे त्याचा a1 होईल, under root of 2gh divided by याचं काय होईल, under root of a1 square minus a2 square, असं मला लिहिता येईल. ठीक आहे. So this is nothing but v2. Now if I multiply the v2 by v1, a2, if you see here, if you multiply this v2 by a2, what I will get? I will get the discharge. Then if I write here discharge is equal to a2 v2, then I will multiply here also by a2, then I can write here a1 a2 under root of 2gh divided by under root of a1 square minus a2 square. So this is our required equation, where this q is nothing but it is theoretical discharge, and this is the expression for finding the theoretical discharge, and the same expression we have used for finding the theoretical discharge in during the practical. a1 e2 under root of 2gh divided by a1 square minus a2 square. Okay, so this is the theoretical discharge, but actually this is not the discharge we get through the pipe. Okay, but actual discharge, it is always less than the theoretical discharge, that is q actual, and this can be obtained by multiplying this theoretical discharge by the cd. Okay, if I multiply this theoretical discharge by cd, then I can get the actual discharge, or I can I can write this equation as q actual upon q theoretical. So this equation we used for finding the value of cd, and this same cd we are using. Once you get the value of cd, that same value of cd can be used for finding the actual discharge. Then equation for the actual discharge, it can be written as cd into this part will be remaining same, cd into a1 e2 under root of 2gh divided by a1 square minus a2 square. तर अशा पद्धतीने आपल्याला हे डेरिव्हेशन या ठिकाणी डिराइव्ह करता येऊ शकते. सो लेट अस सी देयर ऑन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Two people are there in the waiting room, Rushikesh Survase and Vishal Kadam. Vishal Kadam and Rushikesh Survase. Why have done this much late? Half an hour late you are. Rishikesh, Survasi and Kadam.
Yes, sir.
Why you are late by half an hour?
सर लिंक आलेली माहित नव्हती.
कसं काय माहित नाही तुम्हाला? लेक्चर आहे हे तर माहित होतं ना आज, म्हणजे काय सेशन तुमचं आज कॉलेज वर्किंग आहे हे तर माहित आहे ना. तुमचं बघायचं काम आहे का नाही 3 वाजता?
सॉरी सर.
See, you have missed this half an hour lecture here, which is a very, you can watch the video later on, but I don't know whether you will have that much time to watch the videos afterwards or not. So I will clear this derivation part. See here, the same derivation you will observe here. First of all, I will rub this part so that you can see it. Yes, you can see here. Q actual is equal to actual आपण काय केले CD into Q theoretical, बरोबर आहे. Q actual and Q theoretical ची derivation किती आहे इथे या ठिकाणी बघा. Q theoretical is nothing but this much, A1 into under root of A1 square minus A2 square under root of 2GH. Okay, the same derivation we have derived here, A1 into under root of 2GH divided by A1 square under root of A1 square minus A2 square. So this derivation is quite simple derivation that I showed you how to derive this equation, right? So you can note down the formula directly in your notebook. सगळ्यांना समजले डेरिव्हेशन कशी केली आहे का अजून एकदा रिपीट करायची? Okay, note it down. Derivation is quite simple. Formula directly लिहिला तरी चालेल या ठिकाणी. आता Q is Rohit Gaikwad now is coming. Rohit Gaikwad, why you have done this much late? Roll number 40. You are late by 35 minutes. Okay, write down this formula. Q theoretical is equal to, or this formula, Q theoretical is equal to A1 A2 under root of 2GH divided by A1 square minus A2 square. I think you have written the title there, expression for the, have you written this title? Expression for rate of flow through the venturimeter. Expression for rate of flow through the venturimeter. Then already you have drawn this diagram there in your notebook. So there below, there write down this, what is D1, P1, V1, A1. D1 is equal to diameter at the inlet or at the section 1. P1 pressure at section 1, V1 velocity, A1 area, D2, P2, V2, and A2. These are the corresponding values at section 2. Right? Then directly write down this derivation formula. Q theoretical is equal to A1 A2 under root of 2GH, A1 A2 into under root of 2GH divided by A1 square minus A2 square. A1 square minus A2 square. Give that equation number 1 and write there. Equation 1 gives the discharge under ideal condition. Equation 1 gives discharge under ideal conditions. Means if the fluid is ideal fluid, then this equation can be used. But in actual practice, the fluids are real fluid. They possess some viscosity, and due to that there is a loss of head. It is going to take place there. Okay. Equation 1 gives the discharge under ideal conditions and is called theoretical discharge, and is called theoretical discharge. Full stop. पुढे लिहा. Actual discharge will be less than theoretical discharge. Actual discharge will be less than theoretical discharge. And how to get that actual discharge? Actual discharge can be obtained by multiplying the theoretical discharge by CD. Okay, so therefore Q actual is equal to CD into A1 A2 under root of 2GH divided by A1 square minus A2 square. This is the formula that we use for finding the actual discharge. In our lab, to get the actual discharge, which formula we have used? Which formula we use to get the actual discharge in the lab? I will tell.
Volume upon time. Area into H upon time.
Correct. We use that formula, volume of water collected per unit time taken to collect that much water, right? I have written this formula. Q actually is equal to CD into Q theoretical. Here you can write CD into Q theoretical. CD into A12. What is this H? You should know all these things. What is H? I will tell.
Difference in pressure.
Difference in pressure head. Okay, not pressure only. It is the difference in the pressure head. If you see there in the diagram, here you can observe here. These are the piezometric tubes, and this rise in water level or liquid level, it shows the pressure head. Okay, that pressure head मतलब difference which has been आपण ह्या डेरिवेशन मध्ये मगाशी तुम्हाला मी दाखवलं होतं. H आपण कुठे लिहिला? या ठिकाणी. Instead of this, I have put the H, and this P1 upon rho g is nothing but pressure head. P1 upon rho g म्हणजेच काय? A pressure head at section 1 minus P2 upon rho g is nothing but it is the pressure head at section 2. So you can call it as a H1 and this is a H2. So H is nothing but it is the difference H1 minus H2. So H is nothing but it is the difference of the pressure head, okay, between section 1 and 2. Everyone got this? Now here after here last sentence layer where CD is equal to coefficient of discharge or coefficient of venturimeter, it is written like that. Coefficient of discharge for venturimeter and its value is less than 1. Why the value of CD is always less than 1? Because its formula is CD is equal to Q actual upon Q theoretical. All this question it may be asked in your practical oral examination. CD is equal to Q actual upon Q theoretical, and actual discharge is always less than the theoretical discharge, and that's why CD value is always less than 1. This should be kept in mind. Coefficient of discharge. Write down the next title. Value of H given by differential U-tube manometer. जर त्या ठिकाणी differential U-tube manometer वापरलेला असेल instead of using piezometer or instead of pressure gauge, या ठिकाणी प्रेशर मेजरमेंट करण्यासाठी आपण काही वापरू शकतो. piezometric ट्यूब वापरले असतील तर त्या ठिकाणी डायरेक्ट एच ची व्हॅल्यू भेटेल. जर या ठिकाणी तुम्ही प्रेशर मेजर डिफरन्स मेजर करण्यासाठी या ठिकाणी दोन मेकॅनिकल गेजेस आपले जे आहेत ते वापरले असतील, प्रेशर गेजेस वापरले असतील, इथे एक प्रेशर गेज आणि या ठिकाणी प्रेशर गेज. ओके, याचा वापर करून तुम्ही या डिफरन्स मेजर करू शकताय प्रेशर हेडचा. आणि थर्ड थिंग, वी कॅन यूज द डिफरन्शिएटिव्ह मॅनोमीटर फॉर मेजरमेंट ऑफ दिस प्रेशर डिफरन्स, राईट. जर या ठिकाणी डिफरन्शिएटिव्ह मॅनोमीटर वापरला असेल त्या केसमध्ये हिअर वी नीड टू write down these equations. Okay, value of EH given by differential YouTube manometer. There are 4 cases: case 1, case 2, case 3, and case 4. First 2 cases are for the horizontal pipe, and last 2 cases, case number 3 and 4, that 2 cases are for the inclined pipe. Okay, case 1 is for the horizontal pipe, and the differential manometer contains the liquid having specific gravity greater than that of the liquid flowing through the pipe. म्हणजे पाईप मधून वाहणारा जे लिक्विड आहे त्याच्यापेक्षा डिफरन्शियल मॅनोमीटरची स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी मॅनोमीटर फ्लुइडची स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी या ठिकाणी जास्त असेल, जसं की मर्क्युरी आणि या ठिकाणी आहे वॉटर. ओके, त्या केसमध्ये दिस इक्वेशन कॅन बी युटिलाइज्ड, दिस इक्वेशन कॅन बी यूज्ड. Okay, where SH is the specific gravity of the heavier liquid, म्हणजे मर्क्युरीची स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी आपण या ठिकाणी म्हणू शकतो. ओके, S0 is the specific gravity of the liquid flowing through the pipe, for example water. So I can put here 1, I can put here 13.6, then what I will get here, and what is this X? X is the difference of the heavier liquid column in the manometer. म्हणजे मॅनोमेट्रिक डिफरन्स, मॅनोमीटरची जी रिडिंग आहे त्यातला डिफरन्स इज नथिंग बट इट इज X. Right, then X into 13.6 divided by 1 minus 1. So 13.6 minus 1 is equal to 12.6. So here I can write H is equal to 12.6 into X. So this equation we have used in the practical to find out the value of EH. Okay, current same setup is there in our lab. Okay, case 1 is applicable आहे ते, जे heavier liquid present in the manometer and lighter liquid is flowing through the pipe. Okay, so you can note down this case 1 and formula for the case 1, SH upon S0 minus 1. Then comes the case second, and this case second is applicable for the inverted tube manometer, where the manometric fluid is lighter than the liquid flowing through the pipe. Okay, याच्यामध्ये काय असतं, inverted tube manometer मध्ये liquid flowing through the pipe is heavier and the manometric fluid is lighter than this. So this is applicable for this, where SL is the specific gravity of the lighter liquid, then S0 is the specific gravity of the liquid flowing through the pipe. Okay, for example, if I consider here water is flowing through the pipe and oil is present in the inverted tube manometer, the specific gravity it can be 0.9 and here 1. So I can put here X into 1 minus 0.9 divided by 1. Okay, and here I can get X into in bracket 1 minus 0.9. I can write here 0.1 into X. Okay, in this way you can solve, you can find out what is the value of H. X has the usual meaning, same meaning, that is difference of the lighter liquid column in the U-tube. Is it over? Case 1, case second. आमचे 10 तारखेपासून ISC एक्झाम आहे, त्यासाठी आज आपण लेक्चर घेतोय. आज आणि उद्या 2 दिवस, म्हणजे उद्या परत 2 तास आहेत आणि आजचं हे 2 तास, त्या 2 आणि 2 उद्याच्या 2 तासामध्ये जेवढं काही सिलेबस होईल तिथपर्यंतचा सिलेबस हा तुमच्या परीक्षेसाठी असणार आहे, ISC 1 साठी. ठीक आहे. आदिशक्ती जावळे का काय नाव तुमचं? वाय हॅव डन लेट?
सर मी मागात जॉईन झालते पण मोबाईलचा प्रॉब्लेम असल्यामुळे लेफ्ट होत होतं.
बर. Everyone has completed this case 1 and case 2. Have written this formula. समजण्यामध्ये काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे कोणाला? समजण्यास काय आहे का?
Complete sir.
Okay. If it is complete, then we can go for the case number 3 and 4. Now, case number 3 again, it is for the heavier liquid present in the manometer and lighter liquid present in the water pipe. For example, water and mercury. But here the manometer is that pipeline is inclined. Okay. Here also and here also. But here in case number 4, the UTP differential manometer will be inclined like this. Okay. And this will be like this. So this is the difference only that. And if it is there, inclined manometer is there, in that case, this reading difference, it can be represented. There we have to consider this Z also. Derivation मध्ये आपण मॅनोमीटर हॉरिझॉन्टल होती, त्यामुळे Z1 आणि Z2 हा पण त्या ठिकाणी कॅन्सल केलता, बरोबर आहे, हा कॅन्सल करून टाकला होता. पण ज्यावेळेस आपण इन्क्लाइन मॅनोमीटर असेल, इन्क्लाइन पाईपलाईन असेल, त्या केसमध्ये हा Z1 आणि Z2 पण आपण त्या ठिकाणी कन्सिडर केला पाहिजे. ठीक आहे. P1 अपॉन रो जी, बरोबर आहे, प्लस Z1 इज इक्वल टू प्लस V1 स्क्वेअर अपॉन 2G, हा आपला पार्ट होता. अँड देन P2 अपॉन रो जी प्लस V2 स्क्वेअर अपॉन 2G प्लस Z2, राईट. यातला हा P2 आणि हा इकडे घेऊन गेलो आपण. सो त्या ठिकाणी काय झालं तर P1 अपॉन रो जी प्लस Z1 हा आपला पार्ट झाला इकडला, आणि मायनस या ठिकाणी काय येईल P2 अपॉन रो जी प्लस हा Z2 इज इक्वल टू हे V2 मायनस V1 ब्रॅकेट स्क्वेअर म्हणजेच हा H. ठीक आहे. सो दिस इज द H हिअर. दॅट्स वाय इट इज रिटन लाईक दिस. प्रगती जाधव अगेन. So this equation, this in this particular inclined manometer, this H, this H can be written as H is equal to this value. Okay, and again it is similar to this x into 1 root of in bracket h s sh upon s0 minus 1. जे केस 1 साठी आहे तोच फॉर्म्युला हा पार्ट आहे, आणि या ठिकाणी केस 2 साठी जो पार्ट आहे तोच या ठिकाणी लिहिलेला आहे. ठीक आहे. ऍडिशनल पार्ट फक्त हा या ठिकाणी वाढलेला आहे. म्हणजे आपला एच काढायचं असेल तर एच काढण्यासाठी आपल्याकडे दोन फॉर्म्युले आहेत, आयदर दिस फॉर्म्युला और दिस टू, दिस वन. या केसमध्ये पण हा एक फॉर्म्युला आहे आणि हा एक फॉर्म्युला आहे एच काढण्यासाठी. ठीक आहे. राईट इट डाऊन इन युअर नोटबुक, डू इट फास्ट. Is it over?
हो सर.
Now here we will solve the problem based upon this venture meter now. So write on the problem number 1 on this venture meter. Horizontal venture meter in pipe of diameter 30 centimeter has throat diameter horizontal venturimeter in a pipe of diameter 30 centimeter has throat diameter 10 centimeter. If manometer reading is 6 centimeter, find the discharge through the pipe. If the manometer reading is the manometer reading is 6 centimeter, find the discharge through the pipe. Take CD is equal to 0.98. That is coefficient of discharge. Sakshi, why you have joined late? For you,
आता लिफ्ट चालते.
but so first of all, write down the given things. You can use here given diameter of the inlet किंवा pipe चे diameter त्याला आपण काय म्हणणार D1. Okay, diameter of pipe D1 is equal to 30 centimeter or 0.3 meter. Throat diameter, it is also called as D2. Okay, हा पाईपचे डायमीटर आहे. इथून आपण पुढं कॉन्व्हर्जिंग कोन आहे. कॉन्व्हर्जिंग कोन संपला या ठिकाणी थ्रोट आहे आणि थ्रोटच्या पुढे या ठिकाणी डायव्हर्जिंग कोन आहे आणि परत पाईप आहे. ठीक आहे. इथली जी डायमीटर आहे त्याला आपण नोटेशन वापरले D2. इनलेट सेक्शनची जी डायमीटर आहे त्याला आपण नोटेशन वापरले D1. So D2 is equal to 10 centimeter is equal to 0.1 meter. Right. And then manometric reading is 6 centimeter. So manometer reading is what? H or X?
H.
It is X. X is equal to 6 centimeter is equal to 0.06 meter. Right. Find the discharge through the pipe. We need to find what is the discharge. Okay. It may be theoretical discharge or it may be actual. त्यानंतर CD पण दिलेला आहे. Means we have to find out what is the actual discharge. CD is equal to 0.98. So actual discharge चा फॉर्म्युला पण या ठिकाणी डायरेक्ट लिहूया. Q actual is equal to CD into A1A2 under root of 2GH divided by under root of A1 square minus A2 square. हा फॉर्म्युला सगळ्यांचा पाठ पाहिजे बरं का, महत्वाचा फॉर्म्युला. This is the formula, right? But here now we have the value of CD. We can find out A1 by using D1. We can find what is A2 by using D2, right? मग हे फाइंड आउट करा. हे माहित झालं. राहिलं काय याच्यामध्ये फक्त H राहिलं. हाऊ टू फाइंड आउट दिस H काढण्यासाठी परत आता पाईप कसा आहे या ठिकाणी हॉरिझॉन्टल आहे, राईट. मग फॉर्म्युला कोणता वापरणार? मॅनोमेट्रिक लिक्विड इज हेवियर दॅन द लिक्विड फ्लोइंग थ्रू द पाईप. H इज इक्वल टू P1 अपॉन rho z. Not this formula. H is equal to X into yes.
SH upon S0.
Yes, SH upon
Minus 1.
X0 minus 1. This formula you will use. Now, what is the value of X here? X is equal to 0.06.
0.6 ना.
मीटर मध्ये हा 0.6 नाही येणार 0.06 येईल ना.
येस सर.
हा 0.06 बिकॉज 100 सेंटीमीटरचा 1 मीटर होणार. सो हिअर मल्टिप्लाय इट. व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ SH?
13.6.
What is the value of S0? 1 minus 1.
1.
So 12.6 multiplied by 0.06. You will get here the value of H. 12.6 into 0.06 is equal to point
756
unit
meter.
meter. Correct. Now you have the value of EH, we have the value of areas A1, A2, CD. Put all these values and find out the answer of the actual discharge Q actual. Anyone got the answer? Put your answer in the chat window. Why you are taking this much time to solve the problem? Is it that this much time is required? It is a matter of only 1 and 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. 0.98 into in bracket A1 square area. See here, though I don't have the area, I can solve within a minute by 4 into pi by 4 into b square into then 0.1 square into pi divided by 4 into in bracket 2 into 9.81 into h, it has come 0.756 bracket complete, again divided by under root of bracket area a1 square double bracket, I will put it here. A1 square means 554 into 0.3 square bracket complete touch a square minus परत bracket परत 0.1 square into 5/4 bracket complete square परत bracket is equal to 0.0298. 0.0298, correct. See, within a minute I have got the answer without finding the area separately. Directly I have put the diameters. You are taking a lot of time to do the calculation. Calculation साठी एवढा वेळ घेत असेल तर मग परीक्षेमध्ये कसं व्हायचं? W want, what is that want?
सॉरी सर ते चुकून झालं.
Q actual लिहायचं होतं का?
हा सर.
Q actual is equal to 0.029. Shubham Murmute, you have got the wrong answer. 0.029 or 0.03. That's okay. It's the theoretical velocity discharge. Okay. Q actual 0.0295 meter cube per second. Correct. 29.5 LPS. Okay. Sakshi and Mayuri has got the correct answer. What about others? Okay. Shubham Murmute also has got the answer. Remaining students, do it fast. Yes. No other student have it solved. Why it is taking this much time? Can see here the answer is 0.0295. Arushikesh Vase also have what answer. Pranali. Jafir. It was very simple, straightforward question. Should we go for the next problem? Write down. Horizontal venturimeter of size 100 mm by 50 mm. 100 mm by 50 mm. So now understand the meaning of this word 100 mm by 50 mm. 100 mm means it is the D1 diameter and 50 mm is the D2 diameter. Okay. So instead of giving diameter, mentioning the diameters as inlet diameter and throat diameter, they have mentioned the diameters in this way. The venturimeter of size 100 mm by 50 mm is used to measure the flow of liquid. Used to measure the flow of liquid of specific gravity 0.8. Of specific gravity 0.8. If if mercury differential manometer, if mercury differential manometer head is 200 mm, 200 mm, find the discharge through the pipe. Find the discharge through the pipe. Can you solve it? Given d1 is equal to 100 mm. मीटर मध्ये काय येईल?
0.1 meter and 0.05 meter.
Okay, then specific gravity is given. Differential manometer head is given. Yes, x value is given. So what is the formula to find out the h? H is equal to, as inch-meter is horizontal here, find the discharge to the या ठिकाणी आता CD दिलेलं नाहीये बघा. CD दिलेलं नाही तर तुम्ही या ठिकाणी Q theoretical फाइंड आउट करायचं. A1 A2 under root of 2GH divided by under root of A1 square minus A2 square. हा फॉर्म्युला करायचा. H काढायचं. H काढण्यासाठी काय फॉर्म्युला आहे? X into in bracket SH divided by S0 minus 1. So here the value of X is equal to X दिलेलं 200 mm or 0.2 meter. 0.2 into SH 13.6 divided by S0 0.8. Water is not flowing here, so now why to use here 1? So S0 is given, then S0 value is given, that is 0.8. You can take it that value and find out the value of H. How much it is?
Three point two.
3.2, correct. Meter. So put that value here. 3.4. Sonali. Yes, it is 3.2. Do the calculation part. हाँ बोला. Has anyone got the answer? You take a lot of time to do the calculation part. This is not expected. Why this much time is required to do the calculations? If you waste this much time in calculation, then definitely you will fall short of time during the examination. You need to do a lot of practice. 0.016 unit you have not mentioned. 0.016. Mayuri,
meter cube per second.
meter cube per second. Okay. Anyone else? Hey, why other students are lagging behind this much? What they are doing? Sakshi also has got answer. What about others? Roll number 26, Vishal Kadam. Roj Bangle. Rushikesh. Ankita also got the same answer. Good. Yesh, Atharva, Prajwal, Vishal. You are not putting your answers in the chat window. Are you solving there the problem? Rushikesh has got unit. Rushikesh put unit. If you put there meter cube per second, then your answer will be wrong. Correct. It should be liter per second. Yes, others. Divte Mahesh Mahantesh. Govind Dhotre. Chaitanya Chandole. Sakshi Ubale. Minal Thingil. See, there are lot many students are there in the classroom, but only few students put their answers in the chat box. Does it mean that only this much students are solving the problem and others are not? Even if you are solving the problem and if you are taking this much time, then it is not expected during examination this much time to take. Pranali has got answer. Okay. Solve it. You are taking a lot of time. Okay, shall we go for the next one? Yes, your answer is 0.016 meter cube per second, or if you multiply it by 1000, then it will be 16.06 liter per second. Right on the next problem. Horizontal venturimeter with inlet diameter 200 mm and throat diameter 100 mm. Horizontal venturimeter with inlet diameter 200 mm and throat diameter 100 mm. Is used to measure the flow of water. Is used to measure the flow of water. The pressure at the inlet is 0.18 Newton per mm square. The pressure at the inlet is 0.18 Newton per mm square, and vacuum pressure at throat is and the vacuum pressure at throat is 280 millimeter of mercury. 280 millimeter of mercury. Find the rate of flow. Find the rate of flow if CD is equal to 0.98. If CD is equal to 0.98. Again, this is a somewhat different problem than the previous problems. Write down the given things first. Diameter, inlet diameter means D1 diameter 200 mm means 0.2 meter. Throat diameter 100 mm means 0.1 meter. That is D2 is equal to 0.1. Pressure at the inlet P1 you can mention. Now here instead of giving the value of H or instead of giving value of X, they have given the values of pressure in terms of Newton per mm square for the P1. So P1 is equal to, you can mention there 0.18 Newton per mm square. And they have given the value of pressure P2 in terms of meter of mercury, right? So you can convert that meter of mercury in terms of meter of water, that H is in terms of meter of water. So H is equal to, we can write here P1 upon rho g minus P2 upon rho z, right? Or instead of this P2 upon rho g, you can write here H2. This is H1, right? So P1, now pressure intensity, it is given in terms of Newton per mm square. So you can convert that Newton per mm square to Newton per meter square. What is the conversion? What we have to do here? We have to multiply it by 10 to the power
6.
10 to the power 6, correct. 0.18 into 10 to the power 6 ने मल्टिप्लाय केल्यानंतर न्यूटन पर mm स्क्वेअर मीटर स्क्वेअर मध्ये तुमचा प्रेशर येऊन जाईल. So we can put this value here. 0.18 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 9810. Directly I am writing here 9810 minus. Now this H2 we have to convert in terms of meter of water. It is given in meter of mercury, 0.280 millimeter of mercury. So meter मध्ये काय येईल 0.28 meter of mercury. So we know that how to convert the meter of mercury to meter of water. What is the formula? H1S1 is equal to H2S2. This formula that we have to use here to get the, now here you can use the different notation, you know, because you will get confused between H1 and H2. Okay. So one notation you can use for water. So divide it by here, just multiply this S1 and 13.6 multiplied by 0.28. You will get the value of H1, that is meter of water, and its value is how much? 13.6 into 0.28 to 8. It is 3.808 meter of water, right? And after solving this, what you are getting? 3.808. Or you can separately mention there H1 is equal to this value as 0.18 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 9810 is equal to 0.18 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 9810 is equal to 18. So I am getting here H1 is equal to 18.34 meter of water, right? So H1 I have got. So instead of using this step, you skip this step and use this formula. H is equal to H1 minus H2. Now what is H1? H1 is equal to 18.34 minus what is H2? H2 has come 3.808, right? So what you will get here, H is equal to, so H is equal to 18.34 minus 3.808. I am getting here, it has a 14.54 meter of water, right? So this is the value of H that I have got. Yes, have you got the same value of H? One minute. There is a mistake. I have not read this. This is the problem number 3 that we are solving, right? Vacuum pressure they have mentioned here, and I have taken it as a positive pressure. So that is the mistake that we need to correct it here. Instead of minus, it will become plus then. Minus plus, it will become vacuum pressure, and vacuum pressure at the throat they are mentioning. So this value will be minus already. Such kinds of mistake may happen during the examination also. So you have to be cautious. This H1, this will be minus plus it will become, and instead of writing this, I will get here the answer. 18.34 plus 3.808 is equal to 22.148 meter of water. This could be your answer. So let me check it whether we are going on the right track or not. Yes, we have got the correct answer here. You can check this value 22.184 here also. Where it is here. This you can see here. Whatever the answer we have got, they also have got the same answer for 22.148. So in this way, you have to 20H is equal to 28.148. Ankita, check what has gone wrong. This is the correct value of EH. 22.148. Everyone understanding what we are doing here? If you are not getting, please ask me. Don't hesitate to ask the question. If anyone is not getting, please ask.
सर H2 ची व्हॅल्यू कशी काढण्याची?
H2 ची व्हॅल्यू कशी काढली या ठिकाणी बघा. आपण ह्याच्यामध्ये मागच्या काही लेक्चर्स मध्ये आपण बघितलं होतं. हा फॉर्म्युला आपण शिकलो होतो. कन्व्हर्जन ऑफ वन प्रेशर हेड इनटू द प्रेशर हेड पावडर. ओके, हा फॉर्म्युला आपण बघितला होता, राईट. H1S1 इज इक्वल टू H2S2 हा फॉर्म्युला आपण बघितला होता. मग आता हा मर्क्युरीचा हेड दिलेला आहे, आपण कशामध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचं आहे? मीटर ऑफ वॉटर मध्ये आपल्याला कन्वर्ट करायचं आहे, बरोबर आहे. हे MM मध्ये दिले, मी आधी मीटर मध्ये कन्वर्ट केलं. 0.28 मीटर ऑफ मर्क्युरी आलं, ठीक आहे. हा झाला H2. मग H2 ची व्हॅल्यू मी काय केली, या ठिकाणी टाकून दिली, आणि S2 ची व्हॅल्यू पण टाकून दिली. S2 म्हणजे मर्क्युरीची स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी, दॅट इज 13.6. मग हा S1 म्हणजे काय, वॉटरचा स्पेसिफिक ग्रॅव्हिटी 1 आहे. मी इकडे घेतलाच नाही, तो नाही घेतला तरी चालेल, कारण 1च आहे तो. आणि H1 इज इक्वल टू मला डायरेक्टली या ठिकाणी याचं मल्टिप्लिकेशन केल्यानंतर जी व्हॅल्यू भेटते, दॅट व्हॅल्यू इज नथिंग बट 3.808 मीटर ऑफ वॉटर. हे मला या ठिकाणी भेटलं. समजलं?
येस सर.
ओके. Again, anyone, any problem? H1 समजण्यास कोण आहे का? आता या ठिकाणी H1 म्हणजे परत कन्फ्युज करून घेऊ नका. हा H1 या ठिकाणी तुम्ही 18 पॉईंट लिहिलाय, परत इथे H1 हा वेगळा लिहिलाय. एक कॅल्क्युलेशन करण्यासाठी, हा मीटर मध्ये कन्वर्ट करण्यासाठी मी ह्याला H1 म्हटलेला आहे. कॅन यूज द अनदर नोटेशन, अदरवाइज यू विल गेट कन्फ्युज. याला HW म्हणा आणि याला SW म्हणा, असं करा. याला HW नोटेशन वापरा. Then you will not get confused. HW, SW. अदरवाइज परत तुम्ही या ठिकाणी H1 ऑलरेडी काढलेला आहे, मग तुम्ही परत हा H1 कसला काढला, असा प्रश्न तुमच्या मनात येऊ शकतो. सो दिस H1 18.338 हा कसा काढला आपण? H1 इज नथिंग बट दिस P अपॉन रो जी. H1 म्हणजे काय, प्रेशर इंटेन्सिटी. जे विद्यार्थी लेट जॉईन झाले त्यांना हा समजणं थोडं प्रॉब्लेम आहे, त्यांच्यासाठी मी सांगतोय. हा जो H आपण काढतो, H इज नथिंग बट इट इज द प्रेशर डिफरन्स ओके, प्रेशर हेडचा डिफरन्स आहे जो आपण या ठिकाणी फाइंड आउट केला बाय युजिंग दिस फॉर्म्युला P1 अपॉन रो जी मायनस P2 अपॉन रो जी. दिस P1 अपॉन रो जी इज नथिंग बट इट इज H1, त्याला आपण म्हणूया H1 हा प्रेशर हेड ॲट सेक्शन 1 अँड H2 इज द प्रेशर हेड ॲट सेक्शन 2. हे दोन फॉर्म्युले तुम्ही नोटबुक मध्ये लिहून ठेवा. राईट, दिस इज प्रेशर हेड at section 1. This is pressure head at section 2. Once you get this value of pH, now it is quite simple to find out the value of pressure. Then again, काय काढायचं आपल्याला, फाइंड द रेट ऑफ लॉस, डिस्चार्ज काढायचं आहे, क्यू ऍक्च्युअल काढायचं आहे, सीडी पण दिलेलं आहे, क्यू ऍक्च्युअल काढायचं आपल्याला या ठिकाणी. हॅज एनीवन गॉट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ क्यू ऍक्च्युअल? हा, आता परत या ठिकाणी व्हॅक्यूम प्रेशर म्हटलेलं आहे, त्यामुळे हा मायनस साईन आपण इथं पुट केला बरं का, इथं मायनस साईन टाकायचं राहिलं, हा मायनस साईन टाकून द्या इथं. कशाला? एचच्या ठिकाणी H2 जी व्हॅल्यू आहे ती व्हॅक्यूम प्रेशर म्हटले, व्हॅक्यूम प्रेशर म्हणजेच निगेटिव्ह प्रेशर, त्यामुळे आपल्याला या ठिकाणी मायनस साईन टाकणं गरजेचं आहे. या ठिकाणी मायनस साईन टाका, म्हणजे तुमची व्हॅल्यू असेल मायनस. मग ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही या ठिकाणी फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये टाकताय H इज इक्वल टू H1 मायनस H2 करताय, त्यावेळेस हे मायनस मायनस काय होऊन जाईल, प्लस होऊन जाईल. तुमची व्हॅल्यू या ठिकाणी प्लस करावं लागेल आणि तुमचं जे फायनल आन्सर आहे H इज इक्वल टू, हे तुम्हाला प्लस मध्ये उत्तर भेटून जाईल. H इज इक्वल टू 22.148 मीटर ऑफ वॉटर. Yes, anyone has got the answer? Discharge Q actually is equal to. Okay, someone has put the answer in the chat window. 0.1657. Ankita has got the answer. Let me check whether the answer is 0.165. Correct. You have got the correct answer. 0.1657 meter cube per second. Nice. At least one student has got here the answer. Other students, do it fast. We have to go ahead. Lot many things we have to see again. Those students who have missed the first part of this unit, this particular point venturimeter, you should watch the video afterwards, the remaining first part. Sakshi has got the correct answer. See, your LPS answer is wrong. You have mentioned 165 LPS. If you multiply it by 1000, then it will not come, no? Or it is 165. I think it is correct. 123, correct. 165 LPS. Only 2 students till now have got the correct answer. What about other students? Do it fast. One more student, Mayuri, has got the answer 0.169. Others have got 0.165 and you have got 1.169. There is difference. If you convert that in LPS, it will be 169 liter per second. 4 liter per second increase in the discharge. Do it fast, do it fast. I will wait for a minute and then we will move toward the next one. You are taking too much time in doing the calculations. Anyone is facing difficulty in solving the problem? You ask the question. In doing calculation, you can ask the question. Okay, now let's move ahead. I have given you the sufficient time for solving the problem, but many students are till they are doing the calculation part. So you can do that calculation part later on. Okay, so now it's time to move ahead. Right on the next problem. How many problems are there from the benchmeter again? 5, 6, 7, 8. See, lot many problems are there, and we are stuck here at the problem number 3rd or 4th. 3 problems we have solved. This problem you can solve at home. Just note down the problem. A benchmeter has an area ratio 9:1. I will give the hint how to solve it, and you can solve it afterwards. Benchmeter has an area ratio -1. The large diameter being 30 centimeter. The large diameter being 30 centimeter, full stop. During the flow, the recorded pressure head during the flow, the recorded pressure head in large section is 7.75 meter, 7.75 meter, and at the throat is 5.5 meter. So directly they have given the pressure heads. Just we have to subtract these values. Find the discharge through the meter. Find the discharge through the meter. Through the meter means through the benchmeter. If CD is equal to 0.98. If CD value is 0.98. So what is the different thing here you have got in this particular problem? The different thing is that they have given the area ratio and they have given only the diameter of the larger diameter, means diameter of the pipe they have given, and they have not given the diameter of the throat. Okay, so from this ratio you can find out what is the diameter of the throat, right? So A2 by A1, not A2 by A1, it is A1 by A2. It is equal to 9 by 1. Okay, A1 means it is the area of the benchmeter, area of the pipe divided by area of the throat. So if I take this here, A1 on this side, so I can write A1, or we are interested in A2. Already diameter of the A1, this pipe is given. So A1, A2 is equal to, I can write A2 is equal to, if I take this A2 on this side and 9 here on this side, then I will write here A1 divided by 9. Okay, this is the ratio we have to keep in mind. Then area A1 is given, means we can this diameter A1, diameter of the pipe, larger pipe is given, larger diameter is given. So from this D1, first of all write down that value 0.3 meter. We can find out what is the value of A1. Okay, so pi by 4 into 0.3 square. So we can find out what is the area A1, and after getting that area, put that value in this equation and you will get the value of A2. Okay, A2 ची आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी आन्सर भेटून जाईल. अँड आफ्टर दॅट पुट दॅट व्हॅल्यू ऑफ A2. सपोज this is the value of A2, area A2. Okay, something XYZ. Then I can write here pi by 4 into D2 square is equal to XYZ, right? And if I take this 4 on this side, pi on this side, then I can get here D2 is equal to under root of what? Under root of 4 into XYZ divided by pi. Then I will get this diameter D2. Okay. But finding the diameter is not our main intention, not main purpose. So instead of finding this diameter, you cannot don't go for this finding diameter, because it is not expected or not required. We are interested only in area A2, right? So once you get this area A1 here, divide this by 9, you will get the area A2, right? And put that values in the formula. Q actually is equal to CD into A1 A2 under root of 2GH divided by under root of A1 square minus A2 square. Can you solve this problem at home? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There should not be any difficulty. Just understand how to solve it. Then you will get it. You can see here. We have got this directly. They have given the pressure head. Directly you can do the subtraction of these values, and you will get this value of H. And this way you can solve the problem. Quite simple it is. Then let us solve the next one. Write down the problem. Have you noted the previous problem, all of you? Similar kind of problem was asked in May 2017 for 6 mark in university examination. Horizontal venturimeter with specification 200 mm by 100 mm is used to measure the discharge of oil of specific gravity 0.8. Mercury manometer is used for this purpose. If the discharge is 100 lps and CD is equal to 0.98, then find the deflection of manometer. Again, this is a different type of problem. Here we need to find out what is the deflection in the manometer. Means we have to find out what is the value of X. Okay, X value that you can find out, correct? Note it down the problem. Write down D1. Specific gravity of oil, that is S0, SH, discharge 100 lps, 0.1 meter cube per second, CD 0.98, right? So what is the formula? Q actually is equal to CD into A1 A2 under root of 2GH divided by under root of A1 square minus A2 square. Now discharge is given, CD is given, A1 A2 is given. आपला काढायचा आहे काय? डिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ द मॅनोमीटर म्हणजेच काय काढायचं आहे? एक्स काढायचा आहे, राईट? एक्स म्हणजे कुठला एक्स? तो आपला जो फॉर्म्युला आहे एच इज इक्वल टू केस म्हणून आपण बघितलेला एच इज इक्वल टू एक्स इंटू एस एच डिवायडेड बाय S0 - 1 हा आपला फॉर्म्युला होता. त्याच्यामध्ये एक्स म्हणजेच काय? हा X is nothing but it is the deflection. Okay, manometer deflection. Note it down somewhere. त्या ठिकाणी पण आहे, पण हे पण इथं पण लिहून घ्या. मॅनोमेट्रिक डिफ्लेक्शन हे आपल्याला एक्स काढायचं आहे. जर मला एक्स काढायचं असेल तर मला ह्या बाकीच्या गोष्टी माहित पाहिजेत. एस एच माहित पाहिजे, S0 माहित पाहिजे. दिलेल्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये एस एच ते आपल्याला एच माहित नाही आपल्याला हा. तर अगोदर आपण हा फॉर्म्युला वापरून एच काढूयात. ठीक आहे, सगळ्या व्हॅल्यू पुट करा म्हणजे तुम्हाला या ठिकाणी एच भेटून जाईल. अँड वन्स यू गेट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ एच, एच ची व्हॅल्यू या ठिकाणी टाकून द्या. एस एच आणि S0 ची व्हॅल्यू टाकून द्या. देन यू विल गेट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ एक्स. ओके, मीटर मध्ये भेटेल, त्याला कन्वर्ट करा mm मध्ये बाय मल्टिप्लाइंग इट बाय 1000. समजलं सगळ्यांना what we have to do in this problem? Leave some space there. If time permits, we will solve this right now. Otherwise, you solve it tomorrow. I have told you how to solve it. The procedure is given to you. Put this value of discharge here 0.1 is equal to CD 9.98. Areas A1, A2 multiplied under root of 2G EH divided by under root of J acid. Then you have to simplify it. You will get the answer. After solving this, you will get the value of H. Put that value of H here and you will get the value of X. Yes, in there anyone having any difficulty in understanding this problem, how to solve it? Tell me quickly. कोणाला समजण्यास काय आहे का? Anyone? No one is speaking. Snehal Ambure, have you understood what I have told? Snehal Ambure, are you there? Roll number 1.
Yes, sir.
समजलं का तुम्हाला हे?
Yes, sir. समजलं.
Then why don't you give the reply? सायली भोसले,
येस सर.
समजलं का?
हा सर, समजलं.
ओके, आपल्याला जर अनम्यूट करून बोलायची इच्छा नसेल तर कमीत कमी चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये समजलं म्हणून सांगा. येस नो काहीतरी रिप्लाय द्या. एवढं लिथार्जी का तुम्ही म्हणलेत सगळे? शेवटचं लेक्चर आहे म्हणून, 5 वाजत आलेत म्हणून. Okay, then now we will I will go for the next problem. So here solving the problem here is not that much feasible right now, but as the number of problems are more, network connection has lost here. Okay, let us see the next problem here. Write on the problem. A 30 centimeter by 15 centimeter venturimeter हा लेक्चर चालू आहे, थोड्या वेळानं करतो पण थोड्या वेळानं करा मला. A 30 centimeter by 15 centimeter venturimeter is provided in a vertical pipeline carrying oil of specific gravity 0.9 of specific gravity 0.9, the flow being upwards, the flow being upwards, the difference in elevation of throat section and the entrance section of venturimeter is 30 centimeter. The difference in the elevation of throat section and entrance section of the venturimeter is 30 centimeter. The differential YouTube manometer shows gauge deflection of 25 centimeter. Gauge deflection shows the deflection of 25 centimeter. Calculate. First, the discharge of oil. Calculate the discharge of oil. Second, pressure difference between entrance section. Pressure difference between entrance section and throat section. Take coefficient of meter. Take coefficient of meter as 0.8 and specific gravity of mercury as 13.6. So this problem was asked in December 2016 for 4 marks. December 2015-16 for 4 marks. So quickly let us see here the things how to solve the problem. Now this is the case, third type of case. Okay, व्हेंचुरीमीटरच्या याच्यामध्ये आपण जे बघितले केसेस 4 केस जे आपण बघितले, केस 1, केस 2, केस 3, केस 4. Out of that, case 1 and case 3, these are for the cases for the liquid, heavy liquid in the manometer and lighter liquid flowing through the pipe, like water in the pipe and mercury in the manometer. Okay, so first case is for the horizontal pipe and third case is for the inclined pipe or vertical pipe. So there, to find out the value of H for the case number 3, we have the two formulas. Horizontal याच्यामध्ये आपल्याकडे एकच फॉर्म्युला होता. ओके, केस 1 साठी आपल्याकडे एकच फॉर्म्युला आहे. H is equal to that formula x into SH divided by S0 minus 1. This is formula that we have used. ओके, या ठिकाणी आपण तो एक फॉर्म्युला आहे P1 upon rho z minus P2 upon rho z. हे दोन फॉर्म्युले आपण या ठिकाणी केस 1 साठी वापरतो कारण पाईप हॉरिझॉन्टल आहे, व्हेंचुरीमीटर हॉरिझॉन्टल आहे. केस सेकंड साठी आपल्याला फॉर्म्युला आहे H is equal to P1 upon rho z plus Z1, ओके, मायनस P2 upon rho z plus Z2. हा एक फॉर्म्युला आहे. या फॉर्म्युलाचा वापर करून आपण फाइंड आउट करू शकतो, किंवा H is equal to हा जो फॉर्म्युला आहे हा तर फॉर्म्युला आपल्याकडे आहेच. या दोन फॉर्म्युला, हा एक फॉर्म्युला आणि हा एक फॉर्म्युला. ठीक आहे, दिस इज फॉर केस नंबर 3. केस नंबर 1 साठी हा फॉर्म्युला आणि हा फॉर्म्युला, हे दोन फॉर्म्युले. आणि केस नंबर 3 साठी दिस फॉर्म्युला अँड दिस फॉर्म्युला. ओके, नाउ they have given us the x value also. Deflection पण दिलेलं आहे त्यांनी. Deflection is 25 centimeter, means x is equal to 0.25 meter. हे दिलेलं आहे तुम्हाला. So you can easily find out the value of H directly putting that value in the formula x into SH divided by S0 minus 1 ह्या फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये. So you can directly write 12.6 into 0.25 and directly get the value of H. So there is no meaning or there is no point in using this data. कुठला डेटा? वर्टिकल एलिव्हेशन जे तुम्हाला दिलेलं आहे सेक्शन 1 and 2 मध्ये 30 सेंटीमीटर, याचा तेवढा काही या ठिकाणी उपयोग नाहीये. सो इट इज द ऍडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन यू कॅन से. सो या ठिकाणी 12.6 नाही वापरता येणार कारण S0 ची व्हॅल्यू या ठिकाणी वेगळी आहे, 0.9 आहे. हा या ठिकाणी वॉटर नाहीये. सो SH इज इक्वल टू 13.6 त्यांनी दिलेलं आहे आणि S0 जो आहे इट इज 0.9. ही व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला या ठिकाणी घ्यावी लागेल. So here I can write 0.25, that is the value of x, into 13.6 divided by 0.9 minus 1, या ठिकाणी करावं लागेल. आणि हे केल्यानंतर मला काय भेटेल या ठिकाणी प्रेशर हेड डिफरन्स इन मीटर ऑफ वॉटर आय विल गेट हिअर. ओके. आणि ह्या भेटल्यानंतर हा एच ची व्हॅल्यू आपण या फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये टाकून द्या. आणि फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये टाकल्यानंतर आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी डिस्चार्ज त्या ठिकाणी काढता येईल भेटेल. ठीक आहे. सो इन दिस वे वी कॅन सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लेम. Mayuri has written the answer h is equal to 8.06.
सर ते मागच्या प्रॉब्लेम समोर.
प्रॉब्लेम बर. सी त्या वेळेस ते प्रॉब्लेम सोडवत जावा आणि अटेन्शन देत जावा, कारण हा पुढचा परत पार्ट मिस होऊन जाऊ शकतो तुमचा. सो वेअर वी हॅव सॉल्व दिस. Yes, this was the problem that we were talking about. I think everyone has understood regarding this problem, how to solve it. Yes, any difficulty in this? Try to solve this problem at home, and tomorrow let me know if you are getting any difficulty. जर काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल समजण्यामध्ये तर मी या ठिकाणी क्लासमध्ये उद्याच्याला सोडूया. जर काही डिफिकल्टी नसेल तर आपण मग पुढचा पॉइंट या ठिकाणी उद्याच्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण घेणार आहोत. ठीक आहे. सो आज या ठिकाणी आता आपण अजून किती प्रॉब्लेम राहिलेत, लेट मी चेक इट. This is the only last problem it is remained there. So let us see it. A venturimeter is to be fitted in a pipe 0.25 meter diameter where pressure head is 7.6 meter of flowing liquid and maximum flow is 8.1 meter square per minute. आता या ठिकाणी डिस्चार्ज मीटर क्यूब पर मिनिट मध्ये दिलेला आहे. तो मीटर क्यूब पर सेकंड मध्ये तुम्हाला कन्वर्ट करता येईल. काय करावं लागेल, ह्या व्हॅल्यूला आपल्याला 60 ने डिवाइड करावं लागेल, मग हे पर सेकंड मध्ये येऊन जाईल. ठीक आहे. काय काय दिलं, व्हेंचुरीमीटर इज फिटेड इन द पाईप, म्हणजे हा D1 दिलेला आहे तुम्हाला. वेअर प्रेशर हेड इज 7.6 म्हणजे H1 पण दिलेलं आहे तुम्हाला. आणि परत या ठिकाणी डिस्चार्ज दिलेला आहे. फाइंड द लिस्ट डायमीटर ऑफ द थ्रोट. थ्रोटचे डायमीटर आपल्याला या ठिकाणी फाइंड आउट करायचे, म्हणजे D2 फाइंड आउट करायचे. लिस्ट डायमीटर ऑफ द थ्रोट टू एन्श्युअर दॅट प्रेशर हेड डज नॉट बिकम निगेटिव्ह. प्रेशर हेड त्या ठिकाणी निगेटिव्ह झालं नाही पाहिजे, हे आपण त्या ठिकाणी काळजी घ्यायची आहे. टेक म्हणजेच काय, याची आपण एचची व्हॅल्यू जी आहे ती किंवा H2 ची व्हॅल्यू जी आहे ती मॅक्झिमम 0 पर्यंत आपण त्या ठिकाणी जाऊ शकते. थ्रोटच्या ठिकाणचा जो प्रेशर हेड आहे दॅट प्रेशर हेड इज नथिंग बट H2. ओके. मग ते थ्रोटच्या ठिकाणी आपण प्रेशर किती कमी करू शकतो, 0 पर्यंत. त्यांनी काय म्हटले तर डज नॉट बिकम निगेटिव्ह, म्हणजे 0 पर्यंत गेला तरी चालेल पण 0 पेक्षा कमी व्हायला नाही पाहिजे. म्हणजे H2 ची व्हॅल्यू आपण या ठिकाणी 0 कन्सिडर करायची. H1 ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला दिलेली आहे, त्यांनी किती दिले 7.6 मीटर दिलेले आहे. मग H इज इक्वल टू काय या ठिकाणी H1 मायनस H2 is equal to 7.6 minus 0. So here I can write 7.6. H is equal to 7.6 I can take. H ची व्हॅल्यू भेटली तुम्हाला, डिस्चार्ज दिलेला आहे, डिस्चार्ज Q दिलेला आहे, CD ची व्हॅल्यू या ठिकाणी दिलेली आहे, A1 A2 तुम्हाला दिलेला आहे. A1 A2 नाही दिलेला आपल्याला. A2 म्हणजेच आपल्याला या ठिकाणी A2 काढायचं आहे. A2 काढल्यानंतर ते A2 चा वापर करून आपल्याला D2 काढायचं आहे. ठीक आहे. ती डायमीटर काढायची होती आपल्याला या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये. So quite interesting problem this is also. This problem was asked in May 2018 for 6 mark in university examination. So I have told you how to solve this problem now. Let us see tomorrow how many students will solve this problem by the tomorrow lecture. Okay, till tomorrow lecture. So now time is over. Now I will take your attendance and we will stop here. Have anyone difficulty in understanding this problem? Okay, I have taken your attendance. Now you can leave the session. Thank you for your patience listening.